Really big match going down at the pay-per-view with John Cena going up against Kevin Owens. This is going to be a big match. Honestly, I've heard big things going back and forth about this match. I don't even know if this is a championship match or just an open challenge as of on WWE.com. Normally, if a championship is on the line, they put it in the headline to go along with the match. Here it just says John Cena versus Kevin Owens. So I don't think that the United States Championship is on the line. Definitely the NXT title is not on the line. But what a great way to debut Kevin Owens on Monday Night Raw a few weeks ago, giving him that spotlight. So many times we've seen guys pop up before the NXT specials on Monday Night Raw to give them a little bit of limelight. Maybe somebody who's watching Raw who doesn't normally watch NXT would catch a glimpse of somebody and say, I like that guy. I want to see more of him, so I'm going to make sure I check out the NXT special. And from there, they get hooked and they start watching NXT. But normally when guys get brought in to get that spotlight on Monday Night Raw, it's a jobber match or some sort of a tag team match that they get added into. You don't get to go one-on-one with your promo skills with a guy like John Cena. John Cena with the United States Open Challenge happening every Monday on Monday Night Raw definitely was a great way to bring Owens out. Owens made his debut coming down to the ring for the United States Championship. And basically with his gimmick of being a prize fighter of NXT, basically turned down John Cena's challenge for the United States Championship, saying that he was already champion, he didn't need to have the United States belt. Just decided to come out there and say hello to John Cena, and then attacked him when his guard was down, hitting him with the big power bomb, dropping him right down there in the center of the ring, telling him that when he did face John Cena, it would be on his own terms, and it would be his own challenge that went down. From there, almost instantaneously, the match was signed for the Elimination Chamber, with Owens going up against Cena, and the ripple was felt throughout the whole YWC with everybody going crazy. I can honestly tell you that Kevin Steen is a guy that has been on my radar since about 2011, when people started telling me about him, and that's when I started checking him out and seeing him on DVDs for how great he was. If you think about the buzz that he had with Kevin Steen going up against El Generico, even if you didn't watch Ring of Honor, as I didn't at the time, you knew about that final battle match that was coming up and how big that was for Ring of Honor, and both of those guys as being friends that went along with it. So when I wasn't watching live, so when Owens made his debut on Monday Night Raw and I looked down on my phone and I saw people going bananas and going crazy for what was happening, it's one of those moments that you feel it right here. I've never said that, Kevin Steen / Kevin Owens is one of my favorite wrestlers, but he is one of my favorite guys to follow. When I've met this guy at conventions or at Access, he's always been one of the nicest, most personable people, and he's always glad that you're there, or at least makes you seem like he is. He'll talk to you for as much time as he has, and he'll do anything to show you your thanks for being a wrestling fan. The story that went along with it was even covered on ESPN. I guess he had gotten word to his wife that he'd be making his debut, kept it a secret from his son, who he very openly watches as many Monday Night Raws as he can. I mean, even when he was a member of Ring of Honor, he used to live tweet Monday Night Raw a lot because he'd be watching it with his son, and he's a real wrestling fan. And basically his wife filmed and posted it to Instagram of him coming out and making his WWE debut. And not only was he making his WWE debut, but his debut was against his son's favorite wrestler, who's a huge John Cena fan, who, if my memory is right, I think he's holding one of the John Cena brawling buddies. And you can see, like, the whole, like, Star Wars dilemma of, like, with Luke Skywalker having to choose, to take the dark side or follow the Force. With, like, do I cheer for my dad or do I cheer for my favorite wrestler? But this is really going to be a fun, really good, really great match. Like Owens said, basically he's being treated like a rookie, like he's making his debut in WWE, but he says he's been wrestling for even longer than John Cena has. It's been debated back and forth. Some people have said that Kevin Owens has been training longer than John Cena, but John Cena actually made his first wrestling match in 1999, while Steen didn't make his until 2000 or something like that. But, whatever it is, these guys know what they're doing. They're two of the best in the business. And there's people that are going to be watching this video who don't know a lot about Kevin Steen / Kevin Owens, who are going to think that I'm out of my mind for saying that he's going to be able to live up to this and be able to play on the same field as John Cena. I'm hoping that John Cena is one of the guys who went and pitched this idea to give Kevin Owens this sort of stage to stand on. This is what this United States Championship Open Challenge was for, just basically to bring guys like this and put them on a spotlight to show how great they are. We saw Dean Ambrose, we saw, Stardust, we saw Sami Zayn, we've seen Kane all step up and have all great matches against John Cena and really show that they might have a certain spot in WWE. We even saw Ryder have a damn good match. If Ryder got fired tomorrow, he can live off that match with John Cena for the rest of his career on the Indies. That was a damn good match. And at this one, it's going to be a really, really good one. I honestly cannot see any way that Kevin Owens loses this match. I know that the United States Championship's not on the line. The NXT Championship's not on the line. So anything honestly could happen. When it comes down to it, I know I'm going to watch the Chamber. I know I'm going to have fun with all those Chamber matches. But this is the reason why I'm watching the Chamber. This is the whole show to me. As I talk about in my next video, talking about Rollins versus Ambrose, I'll talk a little bit about why I turned on this show. But honestly, this is my main event. I don't think it will be the main event. I think Rollins versus Ambrose will, because it's for the WWE Championship. But this is the reason why I'm watching, and this is the reason why I'm happy that I'm a wrestling fan right now.